Welcome to Keeping Upbeat, a production celebrating and emphasizing artists who create our lyrical language. Here, we know when optimism and hope are low in the streets, what the world really needs is to consume healing beats. So our aim is to assist your daily groove with various talented artists making wholehearted tunes. Welcome to our next episode. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Keeping Upbeat. This is the first episode, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here. I have just found this artist, and by just, I mean within the last 3 months, and she has absolutely blown me away. Her sound is so needed. Her messages, especially right now in the United States, are so important to hear, and I just absolutely love everything about her. So, the artist of today is called Earth to Eve, and I hope you guys end up loving her as much as I do. I'm going to play the first song, and I'm going to get my crafts together in the meantime, and after it's done, we'll talk about it.
Due to unprecedented civil unrest, all forms of protest are now classified as acts of terrorism. This is not a test. This is not a
Coward, traitor, liar, foe. Grab a tyrant by the toe. Fuck a fascist puppet show. Line 'em up like dominoes. Never bow to a bitch in a toupee. Yelling free speech, but controlling what the news say. The Lorax called, it's time to find a new shade. RuPaul's never seen a beat that bad on Drag Race. Ain't it obvious the person in the office is a racist? Bride came in the mail, but he opposes immigration. And someone's abuelita, not a foreign armed invasion. That would be the masked man raiding graduation ceremonies. Unmarked vans snatching people out the street. Broken Amendments 5, 10, and 14 at least. But please tell me again how this is still democracy.
Repeat, this is not a test.
Coward, traitor, liar, foe. Grab a tyrant by the toe. Fuck a fascist puppet show. Line 'em up like dominoes. Coward, traitor, liar, foe. Grab a tyrant by the toe. Fuck a fascist puppet show. Line 'em up like dominoes. Please explain it to me. The man in charge of the economy's got 6 bankruptcies. Asking ChatGPT to define GDP, defunding education when half the country can't read. Well, now it's clicking for me. You need the people asleep, and knowledge is the greatest threat to propaganda machines. Remember, books don't burn, they just quietly vanish. So don't wait till it's too late to panic. Iceberg, Titanic, threat level orange. Don't you see that they're ignoring our rights? It's fascism wrapped in red, blue, and white. Coward, traitor, liar, foe. Grab a tyrant by the toe. Fuck a fascist puppet show. Line 'em up like dominoes. Coward, traitor, liar, foe. Grab a tyrant by the toe. Fuck a fascist puppet show. Line 'em up like
All units respond.
It's a threat level orange.
Warning.
It's a threat level orange.
Warning.
It's a threat level orange. It's a threat level orange. The American dream's like any other. Open your eyes and it's gone.
Hopefully you guys like that as much as I did. Now, this is not a political debate. This is not a conversation. I don't give a shit who you voted for. But what I am saying is that thank God we don't live in the UK, right? Thank God we don't live in Russia. Thank God we don't live places where we are not allowed to speak about how we feel about how our country's being ran. Thank God that this woman is able to not be in jail for defamation because she speaks her truth. And man, to have the audacity to do that takes a lot of courage. So way to go, Eve. But B, to be able to voice it in such an eloquent way with a beat and mean what you say, well, thanks for trying to make American great again, buddy. I appreciate your music, and I super, super am glad that you are here to have my son hear you and to have me hear you in the youth of today, because, man, I feel so badly that we need people like this. It's not even funny. That was Threat Level Orange, and this is Earth to Eve. Here we go for the second song.
Woke up in a new place, 3 cigarettes in a suitcase, wine stains on an old duvet. Give me 3 Advil, black coffee, and Douce. And shit, it's only Tuesday. I need to send a quick text to my mama like, hey, it's your daughter, I've been working a lot. Don't be concerned if I can't really talk. Everything's good, everything's fine. Though sometimes I get scared by the thoughts in my mind, the voice growing louder with everything's good, I've been alright. What's the harm in a little white lie? Something's wrong with my mind. It's been working overtime. Impulsive thoughts, paranoid. Is there something you can prescribe? Think I got a screw loose, maybe 2 wires crossed, red and blue. This right here's defective, inspected. I beg you, it's dark when it's light. Something's wrong with my mind. Something's wrong with my mind. Pink pill, blue pill, white pill, orange. This pill should have a warning. Might get high off self-importance. Swear I'm gorgeous, pupils dilated, larger than my forehead. Fast talking, speed walking, this one hell of a performance. I'm on top until my stomach drops, ground shifts, heart stops, pause. Then it starts beating like a ticking clock. Tick-tock, echoes in the void again. Catatonic when they ask me for my 5-year plan. Everything's good, everything's fine. Though sometimes I get scared by the thoughts in my mind, the voice growing louder with everything's good, I've been alright. What's the harm in a little white lie? Something's wrong with my mind. It's been working overtime. Impulsive thoughts, paranoid. Is there something you can prescribe? Think I got a screw loose, maybe 2 wires crossed, red and blue. This right here's defective, inspected. I beg you, it's dark when it's light. Something's wrong with my mind. Something's wrong with my mind.
So the next 2 songs I'm going to play back to back, and they're both very political. One is called No Kings, and one is called Have You Heard the News Today? And the reason why I chose this artist for the very first episode is because of the agitation that her message is going to send. I want to point out that just because you're offended doesn't mean you have a right to be. And everything is literally an experience. There is no such thing as good or bad. There is just both sides of the situation. And whether you believe in what she's saying or whether you don't, whether you like our president or you don't, we all are oppressed by a system. We live within a system. And if you know about systems theory, you understand that the system is not on the side of the people. It physically cannot be. And just because there's one way that's happening, there's one thing that's going on, doesn't mean it's the only way. Life, to quote a famous artist, right? Lupe Fiasco, shout out. Life ain't a dictionary, y'all. It's a thesaurus. So look at all the possibilities, look at all the angles, and enjoy these next 2 songs.
Have you heard the news today? The bombs are dropped, the swamp is drained. America is finally getting saved. 11 million off of Medicaid. Temperatures rise like interest rates. Built Auschwitz in the Everglades and sold merch at the front gate. They're starving, sick and sleep deprived, but they don't look like you or I. Guess empathy don't across state lines in the great US of A. The flag's got no more blue, white, they sold the stars, we all wear stripes. No need to read between the lines when there's blood spilled on the page. Never again means not today. You gave the man your arms so you could sleep at night, but you still hear their cries. You can't outrun this shame. This land was yours and mine until they bled it dry. Story won't be kind to those who turn the other way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you hear them crying? I still hear them crying, and I can feel your silence. Empathy becomes partisan when rights get framed as politics, and born again Republicans start ditching what their scripture says. Oh, hate thy neighbor, turn him in and burn amendments 5 and 10. The faithful bent the cross to fit, but heavy is the crown that sits atop his empty head. He'll only pledge allegiance to self-interest to help the rich get rich at your expense while you absolve his sins. And your indifference ain't righteousness, it's evil at its best. Celebrate ignorance and cheer and clap as the boot steps on your neck till it snaps. You gave the man your eyes so you could sleep at night, but you still hear their cries. You can't outrun this shame. This land was yours and mine until they bled it dry. Story won't be kind to those who turn the other way. He ain't your prophet, only preaches for profits. Gives you the rope to sell you a coffin. That man is godless, stuff in his pockets, but all he can spare is a life is unfair when the poor man is starving. Damn, that man is heartless. No king, no God, just flesh and blood. Down here there's laws that no man's above. No king, no God, not one of us. You're all alone when the crown comes off. When your kingdom's gone, oh, watch it fall. He ain't your prophet. Take one look in his closet, skeletons scattered all over the floor like a Jackson Pollock. Friends with the devil you know, the devil you don't is on his payroll. And all of his sadistic sycophants, ignorant hypocrites mumbling gibberish like it's only free speech if it's bigoted. Mix the condescension with some ignorance. Thoughts and prayers for the innocent, that's the best that you're gonna get. No king, no God, just flesh and blood. Down here there's laws that no man's above. No king, no God, not one of us. You're all alone when the crown comes off. When your kingdom's gone, oh, that man is heartless. That man is heartless, heartless, heartless. cares about optics? Spinning his lies like a bop it, twist it and pull it and everyone's spotted. Stacking paper in his wallet, the most prolific of con men, who gave the convict a convent, put humanity in hospice, sold our futures to profit. No king, no god, just flesh and blood. Down here there's laws and no man's above. No king, no god, not one with us. You're all alone when the crown comes off. That man is heartless. That man is heartless. Ooh. That man is godless, godless.
All right, so we've made it to the end of our first episode. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and I hope that you will add Earth to Eve to your playlist. Come back for another episode of Keeping Upbeat. Thanks.